Hey guys, welcome to Top 8 Small Characters in Mario Kart Wii. Now it's been a long while since I did the Top 8 Medium Characters in Mario Kart Wii, and if you haven't seen that, I would suggest you check that out before this one. And yeah, with that being said, I'll just get straight into the list. Number 8, Koopa. I don't really have anything against Koopa himself, I think he's fine. But this list is my opinion on the character stats. So it's based on stats, but it's still my opinion as well. So if we have a look at Koopa's stats, we can see he gives Handling 3 and Mini Turbo 6. That's it. Handling is okay, but 3 isn't a big number. And if you're not going to give a big number, I would suggest you spread out some more stats. Just collectively, he doesn't really give that many numbers. Now, Mini Turbo 6 is fine, but if you consider that Handling 3, he just doesn't give enough of it to where it's kind of useless. Mini Turbo 6 is all he really has, and there's better characters out there, really. So he's just, yeah, he's not really much use. Number 7, Baby Mario. Well, again, I don't really have anything against Baby Mario himself. I think he's fine. I think that just the baby commentary in general, like the stuff they say, can be really entertaining. But Baby Mario's stats are weight 8 and handling 6. Now I don't really have a problem with these, it's just that again there are kind of better characters out there. Now he gives more numbers than Koopa did, and I really like that, and weight 8 is like the biggest number a character can give to a stat, and he gives it to the class that really needs it. Like small, they really need weight. Anyone who plays the game for any amount of time knows that small characters just get thrown around the courses. And handling 6 I like, but he's just, again, he's not really much use. You know, there are better characters out there that give weight stats, you know. He's just, again, like Koopa, he's just not much use at all. I can't see any character or bike that he would be good with. You have to be very specific where you put him, and even then, there's not really many. There's probably only one bike or card that you could use him with, and I don't even know if there is one. But it's just an example. Number 6, Toadette. Now, I don't really like Toadette to begin with. You know, I don't really think that a girl version of Toad was all that creative with coming up with new characters. And again, I like Waluigi, so what opinion do I have on creative characters? But I don't really like Toadette's style of carts either, really. You know, pink and white is not something that I particularly like. Not the style I'd go for. But if you have a look at Toadette's stats, you can see she gives speed 3 and off-road 6. I don't mind these to say. I think speed is the only thing that has her from last place, really, because speed is by far my favorite stat. So, you know, if any character has a speed stat, they're going to be high up on a list. On off-road 6, I hate off-road. I think it's the most useless stat ever. If you go off-road, you're going to slow down no matter how high that stat is. And if you play the game well, you won't even go off-road to begin with. Alright? Now I know there are certain off-road tracks, but they don't really slow you down that much. And like I said, they're going to slow everyone down anyway. Now, off-road is just not a stat I like at all. It's no use. So speed 3 is the only thing that really has me of interest at all, and I really like speed. So if it had been speed 6 and off-road 3, she would have been higher up, but she's not. Number 5, Toad. Following right after Toadette, this guy had a higher place on my list at one point. I think he was 3rd. I redo these lists over and over again until I'm happy. But I believe he was 3rd at one point. And I can't really remember why exactly. If you have a look at his stats, he gives acceleration 6 and drift 6. They're big numbers, I think, is the reason why I used to have him up so high. And I do like the stats. I don't really have any problems with acceleration and drift. It's just that them being the only thing he gives isn't the greatest thing, I would say. I don't know. This I don't really have much to say about him, really. I'm trying so hard, I just can't say anything. Yeah. I think if he broke up maybe one of those stats into a couple different stats, like maybe if he took off 3 from one, 3 from the other, and put it into maybe speed or mini turbo or something, he would be much nearer to the top. But is yeah, he gives the right amount of numbers. He just doesn't really give them to the right stats. Yeah, that's what I can say on top. Yeah. Number 4, Baby Luigi. Now, Baby Luigi at one point was my favorite. When I first got the game, one of the characters that's higher up on the list was my favorite, and then this guy was, and this guy was my favorite up until I made this list. Because up until I made this list, I really focused on stats and stats alone. So if you have a look at his stats, he gives speed 5 and weight 8. Now, I think he's Baby Mario done right, because he gives the weight 8 Baby Mario does, and then the other stat he gives is speed. And I think I think Baby Luigi is much better than Baby Mario in that sense. Because, yeah, Baby Mario gave handling 6 and he gives speed 5. And I think speed is definitely way better than handling, no doubt. And then the weight 8 really does weigh him down. And I think that makes him a pretty good character. I think this is where the characters start getting pretty good. Baby Luigi is a really good character. Number 3, Dry Bones. This is the character I was talking about when I first got the game. Dry Bones was my favorite small character, and I had no idea why. I just really like Dry Bones. I mean, I don't know why at all. I don't even like his cart styles. I think they're probably the worst. Oh, he kind of has this like, it's like this beigey brown, the grey seat, like grey kind of everything. Yeah, and then the beigey brown, like I said. And then he kind of has this dark brown with just a pinch of green in it. It's not nice at all. Not at all. But if we take a look at his stats, he gives acceleration 3, drift 3, and mini turbo 6. This guy does what I wanted Toad to do. If you remember, Toad's stats were acceleration 6 and drift 6. And I said if he took 3 off of acceleration, 3 off of drift, and put them into something that might give him a speed boost, or something that I really like speed or mini turbo or something like that, I think he would be much better. And Dry Bones does that. He is Toad done right. Having said that, Toad still got a high enough place. But if those 6 had have went on to speed, he probably would have been first. But that's just the way it is, really. So yeah, Dry Bones is definitely a great character. He can be pretty used. I would say he's probably better on carts, to be brutally honest. You know, the drift and mini turbo kind of gives more onto carts, but that's just my opinion. Number 2, Baby Peach. Baby Peach was so close to getting first place. It's unbelievable. I spent an hour trying to decide either Baby Peach or the first place. So you can probably work out what the first place is, but we'll get to that. But yeah, Baby Peach was so close. Like I said, I spent an hour trying to think. I didn't even notice an hour had gone by. I was just sitting in a chair, looking at both the stats for an hour and just trying to think. And there's one reason and one reason only why Baby Peach came second. If you have a look at Baby Peach's stats, we can see she gives speed 3, weight 6, acceleration 3, and handling 3. I really like these. She gives speed, which I love, weight, which I think is necessary almost for smalls, and then acceleration and handling. Like I said with Koopa, handling 3 isn't really that much, but if you spread that 3 out against a few stats, like speed and acceleration, you get a higher place on the list, basically. So Baby Peach is definitely, I think, a great character. Yeah, she does what I wanted to do with Koopa, and maybe even a bit more, because she gives weight 6. So Baby Peach is definitely great. She can kind of be used on anything, really, I think. Definitely, I would say if you're not too great at the game, Baby Peach is something I would suggest going for, because of, like, you know, speed and acceleration kind of go hand in hand, and then weight and handling will help you out as well. So yeah, Baby Peach is definitely a great character. Really, really is. Number 1, Baby Daisy. And the reason I put Baby Daisy in first instead of Baby Peach is because she focuses in on the stats I really, really, really wanted. Her stats are speed 5, weight 6, and mini turbo 3. Weight 6, like I said, I think is necessary. Speed is my favorite stat, and mini turbo is kind of just an added bonus. Really, Baby Daisy just focuses in on what I find the best for the small guys. Speed, weight, mini turbo. There is no better combination of stats for small characters. And yeah, that's it. I think she could definitely be used very, very well. Very, very well indeed. Well guys, thanks for watching. If you have any opinions on this list, you can leave them in the comments. I don't really care if it's good or bad. But my last video got 2 dislikes compared to 3 likes. So there was more likes there, but at the same time there was a good few dislikes there. And if you're going to leave a dislike, I would ask you to just leave a comment instead, because I don't really mind what your comment is, just as long as you tell me what you didn't like about the video. You know, whether it's like, whether you didn't like the quality, or my commentary, or the list itself. The only thing a dislike will do is leave me confused and wonder what you didn't like about it. So, hopefully I'll see you in the large character list. Are they large? Yeah, large. I know some people call them light, medium, and heavy, but I call them small, medium, and large. And that's what they call them on the Mario Wiki. So, I'm right, you're wrong. I didn't mean that too offensively, it's just Mario Wiki. I'm going to assume it's right. Anyway, I will hopefully see you guys in the next one. Alright, bye.